Hello and welcome everyone to today's presentation, 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. Now, I want to give a very quick shout out to my team at Branded Strategic for helping to promote this webinar. Maybe that's how you found out about it. And also my friends at Driscoll Foods, which also may be how you found out about this webinar. So I want to shout out to them. Now, we're going to be on for about 30 or 35 minutes, give or take there. And before this webinar ends, I promise you will learn, okay, how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local following and get followers engaged with your account. Again, I'm going to say that again. I promise you will learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local following and get your followers engaged with your content. Does that sound good? Start bobbing that head. Yeah, Rev, that sounds good. Cool. Well, if you stay to the end, and I invite you to please stay to the end. Not only are we going to have a Q&A where I will answer all of your questions, okay, and I'll be super excited to answer every single question I can. Which if you're going to ask questions, please don't do them in the chat, do them in the Q&A. It's a much more organized way for me to get through those. But as you have questions throughout the presentation, just ask them and we'll get to them at the end, I promise. And if you think of things over the one, again, pop into the Q&A. Again, also, if you stay to the end, I have a very special gift for you that's free, and I guarantee it is something that's going to help your business, something you can implement and start using today. I'm super excited, so stay to the end, please. Super important. Okay. By the end of this presentation, you will have gained 3 really, really important things. 1, you're going to get 5, a lot of numbers there, 3 and 1 and 5. 5 proven methods to grow your engagement that you can start using today. You're going to get some tips on how to create incredible content. I mean, look, you know who I am. I got tons of followers on Instagram. I'm going to show you some tips, okay? And the last one, this is one you're going to be most excited about, is the easy button, boink, to attract local guests. So again, I promise you will learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you can easily grow a local following and get your followers engaged with your content, okay? I need a sip. I'm already out of breath. There we go. All right. Hi, my name is Rev Ciencio. I'm a hospitality marketing consultant. And if you don't know who I am, I help restaurants raise awareness, acquire, and retain customers through digital marketing, social media, and the use of incredible software. I also like to take really silly photos of me and food, and that's what's happening here. It's a great restaurant in New York City called Marseille. You should check out. Burger there is killer. Steak frites are awesome. Now, I have more than 20 years experience in branding, digital marketing, and hospitality, and I've worked with, no joke, hundreds of restaurant brands to help them to attract and retain customers. A lot of people know me as a restaurant and hospitality marketing influencer. It's because I run a couple Instagram accounts with more than 650,000 followers total. I also used to own a bar in New York City. Some people don't know that. So I know exactly how hard it is to market and brand a location-based business, okay? Today, right? We are here to talk about what you can do to easily grow a loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. Sound good? Does that sound good? That's what everybody's on board here for. Elise, Gabriel, Harris, Justin, Katie, Kira. Hi, Kira. Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Mike, Pauline, Rory. What's up, Rory? Sarah, Solomon, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Stephanie, Sunny. Everybody's on board for that. We're on board for that. We're definitely on board for that. Awesome. Okay, I also co-host a podcast with inspirational thought leader and mindset coach John Shaw. It's called the Restaurant Executive Mastery Podcast. It's where you get to hear how top restaurant executives like Solomon's been on there, founders and leaders bring transformational changes to their business. The show is created to help restaurant executives literally master their mindset and find inspirational ways to change business from the top to the bottom. You get tactical solutions and examples that I guarantee will help move your needle. Again, it's called Restaurant Executive Mastery. And it's if you want to go right now, I give you permission to leave the webinar for 2 seconds to go to rev.give/podcast. We just had Misha from Mighty Quinn's barbecue on there. So, and I'm looking for my next guest. So anyway, check out the podcast. It's a great way to shift the way you think. Okay. Here's a couple of things. Let's talk about why Instagram is so important for restaurants. Now, Instagram turned 10 years old in 2020, okay? And the percentage of US adults in 2019, so last year alone, who use Instagram in the United States increased from 35 to 37% with about 116 million active users. That's not people who have an account, but are actively on it, okay? Now, Comparing Instagram to Facebook, the user demographic actually skews lower on Instagram. And more than half of the Instagram user population is younger than 34. That's not me, but there is a lot of younger people on there. And for US teens, right, people who go out there and buy pizza slices, okay, and froyo, okay, and donuts and things like that, the user population is actually younger, okay? Instagram is the second most preferred app after Snapchat. Okay. I like Snapchat. It's just really hard to do marketing on there because you can't measure anything, right? Also, super important for the restaurant business. 53% of millennials go out to eat once a week. That means 1 out of 2 people are still eating out. The average Instagram user, let's talk about them. The average Instagram user is on for 53 minutes a day. So you have this massive population of people who are on here, who are engaged with Instagram and using it. Now, here's the clincher. Okay. Food is the second most popular form of content on Instagram after fashion. Okay. So that means that people want to and are used to and are okay seeing pictures of food and engaging with food in restaurants. So it's an incredible platform for a restaurant. And here's the thing. Okay. Consumers look at the content their friends and family are sharing from restaurants, and they love also looking at your food photos before they decide to come eat with you. If you are a restaurant marketing your business on social media, it is time to add rocket fuel to your Instagram account. Now, pop in the chat and I want to know, do you want to rocket fuel your Instagram account? I'm seriously looking in the chat and I want to know, yes or no, do you want to rocket fuel your Instagram account? Let me know. Pop into the chat and say, yes, Rev, I would like to rocket fuel my Instagram. Oh, Maggie, I like that. Gave us a rocket gave us a rocket emoji there. Yeah, Sunny's saying yes. Solomon's saying fuel it up. Rory says she doesn't run a restaurant, but she's into it. Cool. I love it. All right, we're into rocket fuel. Let's get there. Let's go. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Most people get really, really frustrated with Instagram. Sure, it can be a lot of fun. You know, when you have that one post that does like really well, or customers walk into your door and they say, hey, I saw that thing you posted on Instagram. I really want it, right? Or maybe like a big influencer or a media outlet posts about you. Like those moments are great. They're incredible. Okay. But they're few and they're far between. And it is really not enough to fuel the fires. Okay. I know that you think, okay, that creating good content is really hard because it kind of is, right? I know that you think it is hard to grow a following because Instagram makes it kind of prohibitive, right? They don't show your account to everybody, and that you believe that it is hard to get engagement. I struggle with these things too, okay? But here's the thing. Don't we wish it was all as easy as it seems for Frank at East Village Pizza? He has crazy followers and it feels like he is constantly in a state of going viral, okay? And that's because he is, okay? And it's because he does a number of things that we're gonna show you today. Frank knows secrets and you're gonna know those secrets too. I'm gonna show you secrets today. If you implement these things into your efforts starting today, I will show you, okay, that creating good content is actually really easy. I'm going to show you that there's an easy button for growing a local following, and I'm going to show you that engagement is as simple as asking for it, okay? Again, calls to action, Instagram while you sleep, incredible content is easy. The truth is, this is actually how it can be, and you're going to learn them today, okay? Are you ready? Are you excited? Does this sound good? I'm excited. I know these things works. I'm excited for you. I want to hear that you're excited. I know that you are. I want to know that you're into this to win and that you want excitement. I'm going to get a sip of bubbles. Will you tell me about how excited you are? Let's wake you guys up. All right. Teach me your ways, Rory. You have a thing or two you can teach everybody here. So I appreciate that. All right. We're getting excited. We're ready to go. Let's find the ways. Let's just rip into it right now. Okay. Let's rip into this. You're about to learn 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. You're going to go from liking Instagram to loving Instagram. Doesn't that sound great? I know it sounds great. Okay. We're going to show you ways to make this easy and how to make your Instagram activity perform in line with your business goals. You will learn how to easily grow a local loyal following and how to get your followers engaged with content. And what we're going to do, the way this is going to work is we're going to go through 5 different things. We're going to go through each one and we're going to show you some tips on how to execute it. So I want you to watch this. Okay. Hopefully this loads up. There's a little video I'm going to play for you. Play. Okay. Watch this. Okay. I took a photo off Instagram from my local pizza joint, Ferrazzoli's Italian Kitchen. If you've been on any of my webinars, you know I mention them almost all the time. I love them. You know, I talk about them all the time. Now, this is me editing a photo of theirs in less than 1 minute. No joke. This video is 39 seconds. Watch how easy I make this look. Here's the thing. It actually is that easy. Okay. I didn't take this photo. I went and pulled it off their Instagram, but look at how much better it looks, right? Just from a few things that you can do. Okay. I told you less than a minute. That was 39 seconds. Okay. 39 seconds. Did you think that you could make a yellowish dark photo that maybe wasn't so awesome look totally appetizing in only 39 seconds? Rory probably does. Maybe a few of you, but Maggie probably does. 39 seconds. Imagine you can have perfect photos that were shot in imperfect light and imperfect scenarios that look awesome in only 39 seconds. Doesn't that sound awesome? Well, let me show you how to do it. Okay. Sorry, I got to reset this because I've embedded a video here. So, okay, here we go. Okay. This is a free app. It's called Snapseed. Now, I said free. It is 100% free. Just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download Snapseed. It is what I use and probably what Maggie and Rory use too, is what everybody uses, okay? You can easily open up images and quickly implement them in 39 seconds. Now, again, I said it is a free app. Free, 100% free. Just go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download it, and you can quickly edit those images. And yep, Maggie is confirming she loves Snapseed. I'm telling you, it's like a godsend, this thing, okay? But you're like, what do I do? Let's talk about the photos, okay? Now, it goes without saying, but we're going to say it anyway. If you take a photo of food in a dark and messy area that is out of focus, it's going to look terrible. It won't be appetizing, it won't be engaging, and it's not going to generate you any business. And it doesn't matter how good you are at Snapseed. If the base photo sucks, so will the content, okay? So, couple of tips here. You want to make sure your subject is well lit. Okay, go outside and take a photo or do it next to a window. Try to avoid direct sunlight. That creates like a burst. It's a little hard to edit. It can burn out your photo and make it all orangey. You don't want that. Likewise, you don't want pure shade because that's going to make it too dark. So find a balance. I will actually go stand next to a building on the opposite side of the sun and do it if I have to, or I'll stand under an awning so I get like a little bit of shade. Okay. I also bring a light with me. I'll show you my light. Here's my light. Okay. And I'd suggest you get one. They cost less than $40. It's ridiculous. Okay. The fact that you would hold back on that is just silly. Okay. Let me know if you want a link where you can order one. I'll share that with you later. Just let me know and I will share you. Some people use bigger lights. Some people use smaller lights. I probably have a smaller light in here somewhere. Yeah. Here's a little thumb light. All right. Here's a small handheld. But the point is get a light. Okay. Make sure you have good lighting, okay? And make sure that wherever you take that photo, make sure it's in a clean area. If you're taking that picture in a messy kitchen or a dirty table, it's gonna look terrible, okay? The same goes for food in wrappers or boxes. Might not be the best idea. Show me the food. Another thing my buddy Jared at Targetable likes to talk about, if you have hands in the photo, it gives you perspective of the size of the food. So that's kind of good to do, right? Now use people. Put people in your photos. People enjoying food or having a great time always helps to drive emotion. And this is the last one. I can't believe I have to say this. Please make sure your photos are in focus. Without these things, it doesn't matter how good you are at Snapseed or Lightroom Mobile, okay? You got to make this, and it doesn't take much effort. I'm at a point now where I can snap photos and get them edited in like a minute, okay? It doesn't take much effort. You got the guide. Let's move on, okay? Number 2, let's talk about this. Who here likes cheesecake? Okay. Who likes pumpkin cheesecake? Do you like cheesecake? I mean, we all like cheesecake, right? Unless I guess you're lactose intolerant, but Alan says he likes cheesecake. All right. God bless. I'll bet you have an awesome cheesecake. Okay. Here's the thing. Pumpkin cheesecake sounds really freaking good, doesn't it? It's almost lunchtime here. We could probably all go for eating pumpkin cheesecake right now. Here's what I want you to do. Okay. Just read the captions. Okay, just read the captions. Here's one from Delia's Lounge. Homemade pumpkin cheesecake with rum caramel topping, weekend special. Okay, sounds good. I guess if you like pumpkin cheesecake, that's enough to ignite you. Now look at the one on the right. I've got 5 words for you. salted caramel pumpkin cheesecake bars and a emoji, a wow emoji. They're super creamy and packed full of flavor with a crumbly ginger biscuit crust and a layer of luxurious caramel on top. If you're looking for last minute Thanksgiving dessert ideas, this is it. The recipe is linked in my bio. Okay, forget the one on the right is an awesome photo. Don't look at the photos. Based on the descriptions alone, which one of these do you want to eat? Do you want to go to Delia's and get it? Or are you looking at the Loopy Whisk and saying, give me some of them bars right now? Okay. Here's the thing, the food might be made exactly the same way, but I know that you and I know me, and I know that we are all ordering that one on the right just from the description, okay? Which leads us to number 2. You've got outstanding photos. Now you need engaging captions, okay? Assuming you have engaging videos and ideas, you need engaging captions, okay? Look at this one from 5 Napkin Burger. I love this because it is one sentence. Not to be dramatic, but we die for chicken and waffles. Wow. Join us for brunch and see what all the hype is about. One sentence. How hard is it to write that one sentence? You could have just written chicken and waffles available today. Blah. Everybody can do that. A couple of words, a couple of engaging words is all it takes is to get people's eyes and brain and stomach excited about what you do. This doesn't take much, people, okay? It's food. People already know they love it. You just have to engage them. Make all of their senses crave what you are serving. Now, I'm not saying that on every profile or every post, you just need to talk about tantalizing food, okay? Here's the thing. Check out Frank from East Village Pizza, right? His entire caption is one sentence. Cheesy cheese or buffalo chicken pizza. That might not even be a full sentence, okay? But go look at the comments. All 63 of them are almost every person answering with one of the 2 options that Frank presented, okay? Engaging captions. Here are some engaging caption ideas, okay? First of all, you want to put the most important info first. Whatever it is that is important to you in that one, if you're doing a call to action, make your call to action at the top, okay? If it's about a new menu item or it's the thing you want to do, always put the most important thing first because of that ... more thing, and you want to make sure that people see what they need to see, okay? Be provocative. You can be provocative. That pumpkin cheesecake bar thing, that was provocative. It was kind of sexy. Okay. Ask questions. Look what Frank did here. He literally just said cheesy cheese or cheesy buffalo chicken pizza. Ask questions to your people and get them engaged. Run a contest. Contests are great. That is a great way for retention and acquisition and awareness. And run some contests. Run one weekly if you want one. Run one monthly. Find a reason to give something away. Give anything away. And last one, like, dude, have an opinion. Say something that you care about. If you think something is going wrong or something's going right and you want to share that, have an opinion. Now, I'm not giving you a license to be a jerk, right? But make sure that you have an opinion. Share what you think because that's going to stoke emotion. And if you want engagement, you have to stoke emotion. Cool. We got this. We're good. We're good. Everybody good? Okay, let's keep going. I'm glad. I can't believe how many people are on here. It's incredible. All right. Okay. Your photos are killer. You're writing engaging captions. We're getting to that path to unlocking wild engagement on Instagram. Let's talk about the next piece. I want to know, are you a fan of modeling? Do you know how modeling works? Okay, here's how modeling works. And this is what I do. You find an example of someone or a business who's having success doing the thing that you want to do, and then you do it yourself. Now, that doesn't mean copy. That just means understand what they're doing and do it also, but do it your way, okay? If you want to know how to be more like Shake Shack, by example, go study what Shake Shack does. And Shake Shack is pretty good. It's a good example. Okay. Here we go. Shake Shack wants people to use their app. So you know what they do. They promote it on Instagram, but they don't just promote it. Okay. They tell people to download it and show and give them instructions on how to do it. They do the full Monty right there. They use a call to action and they follow through by giving the customer the next steps. They help them complete the journey. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to drive more online orders? Do you want to drive more people in your newsletter? Do you want to drive more app downloads? Okay, the key here, use calls to action, okay? And don't just ask. Don't just ask for the call to action. Tell people what is the next step. Lead them down the path, okay? Here's an example. Let's specifically talk about calls to action for online ordering, okay? This is Brad's Burgers and Barbecue. You literally say there, check out the menu link in our bio or place your order or call 212-787-3473. By the way, Brad's is great. They have an incredible pulled pork sandwich, one of my absolute favorites, okay? Now, the question is, How often should you promote online ordering calls to action? I have an answer. Write this down. As my buddy Donald Burns would say, write this shit down. WTSD. Okay. 1 out of every 3 pieces of content should be a call to action for online ordering, because we're in a pandemic, you're a restaurant, and you need online ordering. 1/3 of your content probably sounds like a lot, but this is important to your business, and you have permission to market to your guests. It's okay to ask them for things. They've given you permission by following you on Instagram. Okay. They signed a social contract by you by following that they're okay with you marketing to them. Okay, here's something that's super key. That's super key and very important to understand. The difference between a hard call to action and a soft call to action. Knowing the difference between those two things is going to give you wild success. So let's talk here. Let's talk about a soft CTA. This is when the post or the content is not about the call to action. It's about something else, but you attach a call to action at the end. So Kingsbridge Social Club, by the way, awesome Italian restaurant in the Bronx. I highly recommend for everybody. You will get super fat if you go there, and you'll be super happy about it. Okay. Instagram pie of the day has arrived. May look like a classic house pie, but the pie is special. Homemade mozzarella, San Marzano tomatoes, Parmesan and basil on a delicious pie. We're all going to Kingsbridge right now, right? Sounds amazing. Photo looks good. Then look at the end. Order on our website, link in bio. This is a soft CTA. The post is about something, but we've added a call to action at the end. We've completed the journey. Does that make sense? Let's take another look, okay? This is Emmy Square, one of my favorite burgers in New York City, Le Big Matt. Okay, get your hands on a Le Big Matt outside to go or delivered from any of our locations tonight. Check our website for hours and delivery available. Double stacked beef patties, American cheese, sandwich sauce, green pickles on a pretzel bun. This is about Le Big Matt, but they're telling you how to get it. They're giving you instructions and directions and telling you what you need to do. This is a soft CTA. So when I say 1 out of 3 pieces of content should have a CTA, it can be a soft CTA or a hard CTA. So right now you're going, Rev, get it. What is a hard CTA? I have an example. No shock there. Okay. A hard CTA is when your post on Instagram, when the content is actually about the call to action, the thing you want them to do. Okay. I love this one. This is one of my favorites for Fuel Pizza. May I have your attention, please? You can get takeout or delivery now with the link in our bio. That is all. Thank you. It's kind of witty. It's kind of funny. It's really short, but it is a hard call to action. You want to make sure, again, 1 out of 3 pieces of content has either a soft or hard CTA, and you need both. You got to have content that is about your call to action and content that where the call to action is a follow-up. Okay, here's another one from 5 Napkin Burger. Have no fear, we deliver. Hit the link in our bio or visit us at this URL and use code FIRSTORDER for 25% off your first order placed directly through our website. Hard CTA. If you want your guests to take action, guess what you got to do? You have to ask for that action. Okay, we're about to rip into the next one here, but I have a question. Who wants to make this a little more fun? Who wants to make this webinar a little more fun? Do you want to make it a little more fun? There's a whole bunch of you on here. I've been spitting knowledge at you. Alan says he wants to have more fun. You can put your hand up. You can answer in the chat. Do you or do you not want to have more fun on this? Rory's put her hand up. I'm going to assume I'm seeing everybody's hands go up here. Stephanie says, raise hand. Okay, I need you to be patient because I'm going to be making this more fun. 1 second. I'm coming back and this will be more fun. Give me a second. I'm coming back. I hope you guys are waiting. We're going to make this a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting. Here we go. All right. Rev brings the fun. Let's bring the fun. We're having a wardrobe change. We're doing a wardrobe change in the middle of the webinar, and I'm bringing you some fun electric flamingos and some electric parrots and this guy, whatever he's doing, some Mai Tais. We're having more fun, okay? Let's do this. Let's keep going. I've got that black stuffy shirt out of here. We're having more fun. Let's go. Now you've got great photos, okay? Your captions are getting people's attention. You're getting them to take action you want them to take with well-constructed calls to action. We're moving the needle here. This is leading to more engagement, and you've gotten before, and you're creating really, really engaging content. What is next, okay? Those images are great. The audience you're building is great. It's driving return trips. It's app downloads, newsletter signups, whatever. But more importantly, right, it's getting orders from your guests. Now, how do we dial this up to get you new customers as well? Okay. The answer is you turn that awesome content into an ad. Okay. Now that you've created this great engaging concept, why would you stop there? You shouldn't, okay? Those photos and videos you're making, they look awesome. They're already getting likes. They're already getting comments. They're already getting shares. They're already getting saves. Take them to the next level and turn them into ads. Do not waste that content. Put it to work, okay? Posting Instagram takes a lot of time, right? It does. You have to think of what you want to post. You have to get that right photo. You have to edit the right video. Then you got to write that caption. You got to pick out some hashtags, and then you got to post it. And if you're following along, you have to engage. Okay. That is all a lot of work. There's also why a lot of restaurants don't do it, like 10%. Okay. Or if they do a poor job. And if you're a really big brand, if you're really brand, you might even hire an agency to do it for you. Or maybe you have an employee whose full-time responsibility is to create content and manage your Instagram account. Okay. Now, this is how you easily grow a local following. Okay. It is hard. It is definitely hard. It takes a lot of time and effort. And even after you've done all of that, it takes a lot of time to build a local audience. Typically, here's the thing, people don't follow a restaurant on Instagram unless they've already eaten there or they plan to do it. Okay. And that means all that effort isn't really good at awareness. All the things that we've talked about today doesn't get you new customers. It retains you customers. It's great for getting people who have already had an experience to want to order again. So, how do you get awareness? How do you use Instagram with your efforts on Instagram? How do you connect to people that live or work near you? How do you get them to find you when they're scrolling through Instagram? You do that with ads, okay? And that's a whole other level of difficulty, to be honest, okay? So how do you alleviate some of this? How can you actually use Instagram to gain awareness? You automate it. You automate your content with ads. And what does that mean? If you want to gain local awareness, use Instagram advertising. It's an affordable way to have your content literally like flying around and popping up in the feeds of people that live or work near your stores and are interested in the type of food you serve. And for no joke, I kid you not, pennies an impression, you can have ads work to help people discover your restaurant. And if you don't want to learn how to do ads, or you just don't want to take the time to manage your ads account, and you don't want to shell out the big bucks for an agency, you can automate your content in Instagram ads. Everybody right now, you're asking, Rev, how do I do that? What is this easy button you speak of? Okay. Now, you guys know I like technology and I consider myself a tech evangelist. When I know tech will help you work smarter, go faster, and achieve results, I'm going to make a suggestion that you use it. Okay. Check out Targetable. Okay. It's incredible. Targetable makes the headache of Instagram ads really, really, really easy and really affordable. It creates all the ads for you, and all you have to do is go in and tweak them. Maybe you don't want your ads running on a Friday night because you're already busy, or you want to change it so you optimize for clicks to your online ordering. You can't do that when you promote a post on Instagram, but you can do it with Targetable. Okay. Now, I know lots of restaurants who only need like maybe 20 or 30 minutes a week to manage their awareness ads using Targetable, and they're spending like $10 a day on ads. It's ridiculous. That's easy. Targetable takes your audience, your data, your content, and it creates the ads for you based on your goals. Doesn't that sound good? That sounds good, right? That sounds great. Do it for me. That sounds awesome. Okay. If you want to automate your local awareness marketing through Instagram so that you can focus on other parts of your business, use Targetable. Now, you're thinking, Rev, I want to use Targetable. Talk to me more about Targetable. I'm happy to introduce you to people over there. And if you want to learn more, and I'll get you right inserted into a conversation so you can take action on this today. Now, true story. Targetable custom builds restaurants, but I've even used it in my own ads. I don't know if you guys remember Hospitality Booster, but they generate the ads with your content. So we've created this great content, and it uses that content to create beautiful ads. It takes your data and your goals just for you, and then you just give little tweaks. It's really easy. So do you want an easy button to grow a local following? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you want an easy button to grow a local following? Because this is it. Yes, I know Alan uses it. I know a couple of you on here are already using it. Yes or no, do you want it? Just yes. Yes, Rev, I want it. Okay. Solomon says yes. I know. I think you're already talking to these guys. But yes, the key is if you could make it easier for cheap money, why wouldn't you? Okay. All right. All right. Tansy, I love it. Raising your hand. All right. We are around the last turn here. We're nearing the finish line. While engagement is yours, it is in your sights. Okay. Your photos look incredible. They make people want to stop their scroll. Your captions are engaging, okay? They make people want to get in the conversation and leave a comment. Your calls to action, number 3, right? They're strong. They're leading people to take the next step in their journey. You've turned on killer content and ads, and you're generating new followers that easily want to order. Now what? Okay, what is left? You have to optimize your hashtag usage, okay? People use hashtags to search for things they're looking for on Instagram. They're also part of the formula behind what hits the Explore page, right? The page where you find things you're interested in. It's a key way in which people find content to engage. And here's the thing. The Explore page experience is different for every person out there. Mine and Rory's and Solomon's and Maggie's, and they all look different, okay? Gabriel's look different. Here's the thing, okay? It is curated based on the content and the engagement of that person and their interests. So if a person that lives or works near your restaurant is engaging with local businesses, in particular restaurants, then they are likely to get other restaurants in that area to appear on the Explore page. So you have to make sure that you land there. Now, do you want to be one of those restaurants? Do you want to be one of the restaurants that hits the Explore page to people who likes restaurants around there? Yes, Rory, they are visible again. You're great. I'm so glad that the election is over so we can see our hashtags. But the question is, do you want to be one of the restaurants that gets found on a local Explore page for your town or for any of your locations? I got lots of yes questions in here, people. I want you engaged as much as Maggie and Rory and Solomon and Alan and everybody else and Sunny and Tansy. God bless. I love it. You guys want it. Okay. Here it is, okay? What you want to do is use a mix of hashtags, okay? You need hashtags that bring engagement to your page. You need hashtags that help you connect with locals who might be interested in dining with you. And you need hashtags that help you reach the Explore page. You need the right hashtags, okay? You need to make sure that you use different hashtags on each post. And here's why, okay? Because if you use the same hashtags over and over and over, you can repeat a couple, but if you use the same ones over and over and over, Instagram believes that's spam and you will restrict people from seeing your content. Now, you don't want that, okay? So here's how to think about it. Think about what your audience is looking for, not just what you want to be found for. Are they looking for, eating NYC? Are they looking for local restaurants? Are they looking for, pizza porn? I don't know. The thing is pizza, people don't go into Instagram in the same way they would Google and they search lunch, but they might be looking at hashtag burger. They might be looking at hashtag pizza, or they might be looking at your town name. I live in Rutherford. They might be looking at hashtag Rutherford, New Jersey. When it comes to food service, right? That's what you guys are. Consider hashtags like things to do in your city name, or hashtag, New York restaurants, or restaurants NYC, or eating NYC, or eating Los Angeles, or hashtag city name before food reviews. Okay. This is the type of thinking. What is the person searching for? Not what are you offering? Maybe there's some of that, but really is what is the person searching for? You're like, okay, I'm on board. Let's go deeper. You need the right, I call this the hashtag recipe. So here it is. This is time to screenshot. Everybody got a screenshot? If you're on your phone, screenshot that, screenshot this, save this, okay? You can use up to 30 hashtags per post. I recommend no less than 10. You should do more like 20, but you can go up to 30. I'm usually about 28 or 29, give or take. Okay, but you want minimum 10. And here's the recipe. You need a brand hashtag. So if you are 16 handles like Solomon, you want hashtag 16 handles. That should honestly be in every post. That's okay. It's your brand hashtag. You're trying to get people around awareness around your hashtag. Then you want 5 to 8 trendy or themed hashtags. What's happening right now? What's happening in your neighborhood? What's happening in the news? What's happening around your business? Something like support small restaurants, or, outdoor dining. Like, those are relevant. Those are trendy or theme. Then you want 5 to 8 content related. And so content related is, if you're sharing picture of pizza, you want hashtag pizza, or pizza lovers, or pizzarati. That's my pizza hashtag. You can use it, pizzarati. Okay, you know what? I'm even going to just post that. We'll go panelists and attendees, hashtag pizzarati. You can use mine. Okay, you can use my hashtag for pizza. Okay, but you need to have 5 or 8 content related. What is in the photo? That is content related hashtags. Next, you need some industry related. Okay, so are you a restaurant? Are you a small business? Are you a local restaurant? What are you? Okay, industry related. And the last one, and these are super important, which is why they're last, is 5 to 8 local hashtags. So hashtag dining in, hashtag food in city, hashtag eating your city. Find out the hashtags that foodies in your area are using, or foodies that are looking to discover a brand like yours. Find those hashtags, get 30 or 40 of them, and mix them up and put 5 to 8 in each caption. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense? Again, no less than 10. Try to get around 20 or 30. Use this recipe. Use this recipe to create your hashtags. And I actually keep them in notes on my phone. So I have like these hashtag, I'll show you. I have these hashtag notes where I just like literally, like you can see. Here's one for burgers. Okay, where I have like 3 different clouds of hashtags that I can go in there and just pull from when I'm creating my content. So go pre-create these. Don't create them on the fly so that you have them ready. Cool. We got this. We got this. Okay. Everybody's using Pizzarati. I love it. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's talk through this. I told you it'd be about 30 minutes, okay? And you would find 5 ways to unlock wild engagement on Instagram. I promise you that you learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so you can easily grow a local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. Now, if you have outstanding photos, you have engaging captions, you're using strong calls to action, you've turned them into ads, and you have this hashtag recipe I just showed you, you do all of these things and you'll be playing your A game. Your Instagram efforts will be much more effective. Okay. All right. Now, I know that I went through these super quick and I talk fast. Okay. I got a lot of energy. All right. I am sure you have some questions. So what I want you to do, and I see some people already have, is don't use the chat, use the Q&A and enter those questions, because I'm going to answer every single question I can. I will stay on here as long as I need. Put your questions into the Q&A, please. Okay. I already see some in there. Pop to the Q&A and answer those questions. Okay. While you are entering your questions into the Q&A, later today, once I get this video of the webinar uploaded, I'm going to send you an email so you can watch the replay. I know I dropped a lot in here and you might not have been able to take some screenshots. Some of you are just listening. Some of you are on your phone. The replay is going to happen in my private Facebook group. So if you want access, you're invited to be a part of it. There's no paywall. There's nothing like that. It's totally free to be in this group. I'm pretty sure Rory's in there and a number of Alan's definitely in there. Just join. Just click it to join. I accept everybody. Okay. This is also where I share insights and content that can help you master your business. Okay. This is where the replay of the webinar will be, and you can have access to it anytime. Just get the invite. Okay. Now, if you got a reminder that this was happening earlier today, okay, there was a link to it in there too if you want to get started right away. It was in the Zoom webinar email you got earlier today if you want to go right away. Now, I need to ask you guys a question, okay? And you're going to answer in the chat. Get ready, open up that chat, because I have a question. Okay. We just spent 30 or so minutes together. I think it was a good experience. We had a lot of fun. We got the fun shirt going. We got electric Hawaii fun happening here. I taught you a whole bunch of cool things. I know we went super fast and I threw a lot at you. And I promised you would learn how to optimize your Instagram efforts so that you could easily grow that local loyal following and get your followers engaged with your content. I know a way to make this much, much easier. Okay. You kind of already know what it is, but I want to know, is it okay? I just want to ask your permission. Go into the chat and let me know. Are you okay if I take a minute to go deeper on something that I know will make this a lot easier? Sunny is saying yes. Tansy is saying yes. Maggie is saying yes. Stephanie is saying yes. Ashraf is saying, and I apologize, I haven't botched your name there, of course. Guillermo, I hope I said that right, said yes. Everybody's saying yes. All right, we're cool. All right, I have your permission. Let's move forward. Let's talk about this. Again, if I believe in tech that will accelerate your business, I talk about it, okay? You should check out Targetable. It will make your Instagram efforts really, really, really easy, especially after you've worked so hard to create incredible content, okay? I've seen a lot of restaurants have success with this. They turn it on. It takes only a few minutes a week to manage, and voila, you have ads targeting locals all the time and bringing them right to your online ordering. So here's what I want to do. We're going to launch a poll. Okay. I'm going to put a poll here live, and I want you guys to let me know. Okay. Do you want to learn more about Targetable? Okay. The answer is yes. Automate my Instagram awareness now. Please. I want to learn more about Targetable. Do you want to take the slow road? Have we gone through this whole thing and you're still not convinced? Okay. Take the slow road. Or are you already using Targetable? And I know some of you are, so I can already see those answers coming in. Or are you using an expensive agency? Great. Again, I said ads are incredible. You need to be using them, whether you're managing yourself or you have an ad agency doing it for you, you need to use ads. I think the best way is targetable because it's easy and it makes things go really, really fast. But I want to know, do you want to learn more about targetable? Okay. Here's the thing, while you're still thinking if you want to answer this question or not, because you attended this webinar, because you stayed to the end, and because you are a winner, and because you are here to play your A game, I got Targetable to agree to give you a third off your first month. Yes, that is correct. Okay. All you have to do is say you are interested, and I will get you in touch with someone there that can answer all of your questions about how easy it is to automate your local awareness. So here we go. I'm asking again, do you want to learn more about Targetable? You guys said you wanted to learn more. You said you wanted an easy button. You said you were interested in learning more. This is the moment to decide, yes, I'd just like to take the next step in learning how to automate and grow my local audience. Okay, I'm going to leave this up here. Hey, if you're not the decision maker, Sonny, that's okay. You could still learn. You know, I've had people report to me in the past, and I've for sure reported people up to me. And when I walked into like the CMO's office, I was like, you got to check this out. This is going to make my job easier so that I can focus on other things. Can we please look at it? Here's all the information they need to know it. Those decision makers for sure have said yes. And Solomon, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. All right. One last chance. Do you want to learn more about Targetable? Do you want to learn how to automate your Instagram awareness now? Because I'm going to put you in touch with somebody there, and you're going to get a third off your first month if you think it makes sense for you. Okay. I'm going to get a sip of water, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this up. Yes, Harris, I can put you in touch with Targetable. I hope you answered yes there. Harris and I were talking yesterday. He is looking for that easy button. All right, guys. Thank you guys for most of you jumping in here and answering. Okay. Most people said yes. Okay. Now, I promised you a gift. I promised you a gift if you stay to the end, and it wasn't the discount on Targetable, although that's a gift. Okay, once you download Snapseed and start editing those photos, you need to know how to use it, right? Well, here you go. This is my exact edit sequence. So screenshot right now, okay? Okay, I'm not telling you to copy this, but try it out. See what works for you. Now, I use a couple of other tools inside of Snapseed as well, but just master these moves. So start with some white balance. You can screen it up a touch, okay? Use HDRscape. You get some options there. One is called Find, one's called People. See which one works for your food. Then use auto-tune your image up to the ambiance, the shadows, the saturation, okay? And end with some tonal contrast, and it sharpens things up, and it makes it look like good and bright, and it brings out the fun crevices and buns and stuff, okay? Dial down your highs and mids, okay? So there it is. I hope you screenshot. Literally, the photo on the left is a pulled pork sandwich I made. That's the raw photo. The one on the right is something I use using this sequence, okay? This sequence is what I use, my 39-second sequence. Take this screenshot, download Snapseed, try it out. And what I would love is for you to edit some photos and DM them to me on Instagram and show me how much better they are. I would love that. I would love it. Who wants to do that? I would love to see you once you've downloaded Snapseed and use my edit sequence, the before and afters. That would be killer. Please do that to me. Flood my DMs on Instagram, okay? Please flood my DMs on Instagram with your new photos, all right? Cool. Now, if you like this webinar and you want to take it to the next level, join me next Wednesday for a webinar that you're going to love, okay? It's called Organic, Paid, or Promoted, Becoming Massively Effective with Facebook and Instagram. And you can see the URL at the top right there. It's rev.gives/ I'm typing it, org pro paid, okay? Now it's in the chat, okay? Register for this webinar and you will learn. Number one, what are the best ways of reaching local customers using Facebook and Instagram? Number two, how to get around the hurdles. There's lots of hurdles. We're going to get around those. And number three, how to maximize your effectiveness. So here's the go. It is rev.give/org pro paid. Sign up for this webinar. You'll probably get an email from me as well, but sign up for this webinar. It's going to be incredible. All right, guys, Q&A. I promise Q&A. Let's get into Q&A. It looks like there's lots of questions here. Okay, open this up. Okay, again, Ashraf, if I mispronounce your name, I'm so sorry. Can you share a link to the LED light? I don't have access to it right now, but I will email. I'm going to email you. Okay. I will definitely email you. All right. I'm going to email Ashraf. If anybody else wants the light, let me know. Maybe I'll just throw it in somewhere. Okay. But yes, Ashraf, I will get you that light. Boom. There you go. Cancel, answer live. We did that. Alan is asking for the French fry hat. You know what, Alan? Yeah, so you get it. Okay. Alan, you want the French fry hat? Now we got the French fry hat, and we got the fun electric Hawaiian shirt. This thing's a little big, so I got to put this in the back. We got the French fry hat. You asked for it. You got it. Okay. Alan says Targetable is a win-win-win at $150 a month. You cannot afford, and that is a fact. I agree, Alan. And thank you for always chiming in with that. Targetable is ridiculously easy to use and ridiculously cheap, and I don't know why everybody doesn't use it. Sunny is asking, do hashtags that are snarky or answer questions that you've asked in the content work? So who here knows Jim Gaffigan, right? He is a comedian, and he does this like inner monologue thing where he's like, and he's basically using hashtags to tell you what his brain is thinking. I think they're funny. I think they're funny when you put them in the post and I can see them, but I don't think they help you get engagement. They might help you get engagement as a piece of engaging caption, but I don't think they help discover people. Like, so if you're like, aren't tacos great? And then you do hashtag, yes, tacos are great. I don't know that hashtag is going to get you engagement from people looking for that hashtag. It might get people to engage in your caption. So I don't know. You know what, Sonny, the answer is? Test it out and you come back and you tell all of us. Okay. Now, Tanasi, again, if I apologize, I would botch your name. Do you use any scheduling platforms for automation and to post across multiple platforms? Okay, Sonny, I'm glad you like the answer. Okay, Stephanie would like to like to. So Tansi is asking, do you use any scheduling platforms for automation? I do not. Okay. Some people use Sked. I think Sked's pretty great. It has really great analytics reporting. Some people use Hootsuite. I use it for one of my clients, but for me personally, no. I post live because I also want to engage. So I know that if I open up Instagram and I post, then I'll actually start to type on a few things and answer a few people. So I want to make sure that I'm being engaging. So I purposely do not use a scheduler. However, I think schedulers are great. If you're Solomon and you have 16 handles and 40 some locations and you're super busy, you probably need a scheduler. Okay. And do I post across multiple platforms? So this drives me batty. When I go to the Facebook page for a restaurant and I see that they're just pushing their Instagram content over, you know what that says to me as a consumer? You don't care about Facebook. It's going to let that knowledge stew there for a moment. When I see that all you've done is very lazily push your Instagram content to your Facebook page, it tells me you don't care about Facebook. So why should I? You should be posting natively. Facebook posts go on Facebook, Instagram posts go on Instagram. And if you mirror content, that's okay, but you should do it natively and you should treat each of those as respect. Otherwise, the guests that are there will realize that you don't care. It's the same reason why I tell restaurants who don't update their Twitter to shut it off. Okay. There's no reason to have it live. So I hope that answered your question. Tanasai, again, sorry for the mispronunciation. Alan says, of course, you're the best buddy. I'm so glad you're here. Now, Gabrielle is asking, my girlfriend manages my Instagram account for my restaurant, Tabbouleh. I am the Mediterranean Chipotle. That sounds delicious. I do gyro, falafel pitas, rice bowls, and salads. I wish you were closer. You know, things get repetitive. How do I implement diversity with my photos and my food? Me and my girlfriend feel like you can only post a gyro or falafel or bowl of pita so many times before it gets boring, even with engagement hashtag. Yes, 100% accurate. I teach something called the content calendar matrix, and we teach it in the Facebook group, the one I asked you to join, where I will show you how to create weeks of content planning in a matter of minutes. Okay. You need a number of categories. And we talked about this on my last webinar. So you need your primary item, your secondary item, your tertiary item. You need a call to action. That's 4 content types. You need to know what it is like behind the scenes in your restaurant. What is it like to be there? And you also need to make sure that you have calls to action, and you need to show the guest experience. So there are 7 content types. If you roll through those 7 content types and you don't repeat till you get through all 7, you'll be much more engaging. So it doesn't have to be all gyro. It could be pictures of you with your team. It could be pictures of cooking. You could share a recipe. You could share reviews from your customers. Oh my God, that's a boss one. I know Rory's with me on this one, but make sure you have a couple categories. Gabriel, join the Facebook group everybody should hear and ask me about the content calendar matrix, and I'll show that. Maybe actually I should do a presentation in the Facebook group and show you how to use that. That's a great question. Okay. And Alan says, okay, here's a good one. If you do not want to use Targetable, you should be at an ad agency business, right? Because you're already incredibly smart and should have your own webinar. Alan is saying that if you are so good at Facebook ads for restaurants, just get restaurants to pay you to do it. I totally agree. That's why everybody uses Targetable, because it makes things super easy. Okay. Sunny says, perfect answer. I would like the content calendar matrix. Okay. Follow-ups, because there's no more Q&As. Follow-ups. Join the Facebook group that you get in the email to you that you got earlier, because there's more content that comes in there. You can watch the replay. I will promise I'll do something on the content calendar matrix. I'll show that. I'm going to share a link to the light. I'll get that in here too. It's a Viltrox, but I'll make sure that that goes out to you guys. And anybody that asked for an intro to Targetable, you're going to get that today. If you're still on the fence about it and later today you're like, why am I being silly? Of course I want an intro. Ping me. You have my email address. You have my DMs. Start editing those photos. Share them with me via DMs. Guys, I'm super grateful. I can't believe how many of you stuck into the end. I'm so happy. Pauline and Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I didn't see you in there. Stephanie, Maggie, Kira, what's up? Katie, Justin, Joseph, Guilherme. I'm sorry. That sounds like a really cool name. Gabrielle, Claudia, Chris, Alonzo, Sunny, Alan. Thank you guys all for staying in here. All right, I'm going to close it down. We stuck in here long. We good. Thank you guys. If you have any other questions, wait. Alan says, I'm the best yesterday. Listen again. And again, always take it. Buddy, I should just start paying you because you're such a nice guy. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get you automated. Let's get your engagement going. Alonzo, thank you from Barcelona. I'm super grateful. Thank you for joining. If you like what you hear, share it with other people. So guys, that's it. Thank you and make it a great, tasty day.